All right, qualifying is just wrapping up and we are about to grid. This is broadcast of the super late models. We've got a single split, 20 people in it. It looks like 18 are showing up to the race. We are going to get them loaded in and we'll go through what we can of the starting lineup. So, on pole is Satoru Ono, and then outside of him is Cameron O'Lear in the 4 car. Looks like we're missing the second row at the moment. And I am going to murder names, so just apologize in advance if I completely screw up your name. So it looks like outside second row is Daniel Druitt in the 13. And then we got Keith Medeiros in the 2 car. Inside third row is Travis Wright in the 3 car, and outside of him is Matt Crockett in the 16. The 14 is Matthew Telder, and outside of him in the 11 is Lee Huber. So on pole is the number 1 car, 7,000 iRating. Back of the field is at 1,100 iRating. So quite a bit of a difference in talent, speed. Going to be some lap traffic if we get some long green runs, and hopefully it's some good racing. Short tracks with this many cars usually end up kind of a mess, but you never know what you're going to get. That's why we race it. So, oh no, bringing them down. $100 laps. Green flags out. Big jump by the number 1. As they go into turn 1. Field is already pretty spread out with that. That's good to see. That means we should get some green flag running for a while. 11 car having a bit of a difficult start. Stuck on the outside trying to find a way to get in. Finally does. Maybe. 17's going to look low now. That is Jamison Beasley in the 17. So out front with almost a second lead right now is Ono. Medeiros, O'Lear, and Wright follow behind. Taking a look at the current lap times, one car is definitely fastest car on track. We might have had an accident. Nope, we're still green. Just seen some people fall down the standings. This is a battle for 12th place, and the 17 gets into the back of the 19. That's going to bring out the caution. We'll line them back up. So 5 laps in the books. First contact there. 17 just a little too wide into the corner and got into the back of the 19. No major damage for either car. Shouldn't see pit stops, not this time. You might see it later in the race. But let's do a quick rundown of the standings right now after 7 laps. So Ono has got the lead. Medeiros is in second. O'Lear in third. Travis Wright is going to be in fourth. Telder is in fifth in that 14 car. Druitt is going to be in sixth. Seventh place is Hughes in the 9. Morrison is in the 10. Keith Lord is in the 7 in 9th place. 10th place is Lambert in the 8. Huber is in the 11 in 11th. Crockett is 12th. Jeremy Weber is 13th. We've seen the 17. Beasley, the 19 pole. We've got the 12 car coming down onto pit road. And it also looks like, amazingly, the 2 car from second place is in the pits. That is an interesting strategy. Looks like he's getting 4 tires with the way it's jacked up. He's heading back out onto track. Not sure what the call is there. We're getting ready to go green though. He's going to find himself back in the 16th spot for the restart. So Ono and O'Lear bringing them down the backstretch. Restart with 90 to go. Big early jump by Ono again. O'Lear gets a little loose there on the outside trying to step on it. It's going to lose 2 spots. Maybe 3 as the 14 of Telder goes underneath him. We're going to look and see if Morrison tries to stick a nose under there. And this time we got contact in the middle of the track. The 13 goes around. Once again, the same spot we've seen the last incident. Let's take a quick look at that. So the 14 trying to make the pass, goes in a bit deep, comes up and gets the 13. 13 goes around and unfortunately collects O'Lear in the 4. And O'Lear goes from outside front row to 13th with major damage on that car. So the 14 is tore up pretty bad, a lot of front end damage there. The 2 car made it through without any contact, it looks like. And O'Lear, it looks like the 4 car got the position back because I don't know how. So after ending up in the wall, got nose damage there. Probably not going to be turning too well. Got a couple of cars on pit road. The 12 is heading back into the pits for his second stop. And 13's going to his pit stall. Get quite a bit of damage fixed on that car. So just minor mistakes being made there, and it's causing a bit of an issue early in this race. Still a long ways to go with 86 laps to go. They're getting lined back up, coming down the backstretch. We're going to see an early start once again out of that 1 car. It's right on the outside in the 3, going to be able to get a better jump than O'Lear was getting. Does not, but Telder on the inside second row is going to get a good run and move up into that 2nd spot. So the 14 car having a very good run here. Moves into the 2nd spot with a 1400 I rating, following a 7000 I rating out of the 1 car. So Wright going to be looking to get that spot back. 13 car back on pit road with all that damage. Looking back in the field, the 16 is up on the high side as the 2 works his way through the field after his pit stop. He is now up to 8th spot. Up front, Wright just biding his time behind Telder. Gonna put a nose a little underneath. It's really hard to get grip up off the corner out of 4 when you go low like that. Take another look as the 14 pushes high this time, and he's definitely gonna be underneath as O'Lear trying to follow through. Lear works his way up under the 14, and Kelder going to drop back to the 4th position. Back behind him in the 9 car, this is 5th spot, Hughes. Lambert in the 8, getting pressure now by the 2 as he continues to work his way back up through the field. Out front, though, Ono is in lap traffic already. Putting down some blazing laps. It looks like a 14.278 the last time by. 3rd place is at a 14.4. And the rest of the field drops off to about 14.9. So we got one in the wall back there. I couldn't see who that was. It might have been the 14. No, it was a lap car. Daniel Sweeney in the 20, trying to stay out of everyone's way. Going a bit high, making contact with that wall. So Wright trying to track down the leader, but is 2/10 off right now on lap speed. He's got a lap car to deal with in the 12. Get past him. O'Lear's the next car that's going to be trying to work his way by. Telder has lost a little bit more ground. Madero's in the 2, slowly catching this front group other than the leader. Running a 14.4 to a 14.5 right in front of him. That's Hughes in the 9. He gets a bit loose off the corner. You can see they're coming up on that lap car in the 12. We're ticking them off quickly now, 72 to go. So Madero's going to look low on the 9. The 9 is not going to open that door. Fights for the position. Forces Madero's down low. And not going to be an easy pass, it looks like, for the 2 car. Either going to have to do a little bump or go to the outside of the 9. So closest battle on track right now is this 4th, 5th spot. There's the bump that I figured we'd see. Yellow flag is out. So 9 car. Not giving an inch to the obviously faster car, but it's racing, so you can choose to race hard for it with 70 to go, or you can just let them go. You never know what's going to happen. But little contact, we'll see if there's any bumping here under the yellow. Looks like everyone's got cool heads right now, but the 2 car now up to 5th place after that little bump and run. Probably shouldn't have been a caution, but it registered as the car was too sideways. So we're under caution here. We'll do a quick rundown of the standings. And it looks like we might get some pit stops. Leaders looking, everyone's coming in. Except for Telder. Telder's going to stay out. And the 2 cars going to come back down into the pits. And looks like we got the 11 of Huber. He is staying out as well. So got 3 cars on the lead lap that are staying out at the moment, but they could just be going around, making sure that they have enough time before the pace car gets back to them. Telder's going to come into the pits. That's an unfortunate decision he made there. He's going to go from 6th place to the back of the field where everyone else had pit. And then we got the 11 and the 19 staying out, and the 19's been blinking a bit, and we've already seen him in 1 accident already. So 12 car looking to get a lap back. Currently on the tail end of the lead lap, should get the wave around once we get the 1 to go. The 20 car is also going to get 1 lap back. That'll put him 1 lap down. And back up front, it looks like the 19 has pit. So this is going to put the 11 car as your leader. The 9 car who got spun in 2nd. The fastest car on track is going to be inside 2nd row in the 1 car. So So this will be an interesting restart. We got a couple of slower cars up in front of the leader. The leader doesn't have control of when he wants to start. 11 car gets on it, loses it. And now the 1 car's got a bit of damage. We've got the caution out. The 2 car somehow crashes there. I am not sure what even happened to him. He got into the back of the 1 and just got tagged by the 14, it looked like, when he checked up. He was not aware the yellow was out, and now his little incident with the 9 car is resulting in some damage and bad luck for him. So pretty much everyone in the top 5 has damage, except for the 3 car. Travis Wright's clean. The 9 might be clean, but he was spun by the 2. We'll have to see if the 2 car comes into the pits. Looks like we got 17 getting the wave around right now as the lucky dog. Just a absolute mess of a restart with the leader looping it there. And even after that, he has not come into the pits to get tires. Interesting call by the 11. Now, I'm pretty sure the damage is not going to matter too much to the 1 car with the speed that he had. Best lap for him this race is a 13.918, and that's compared to a 14.06 as the next fastest lap. And that's by O'Lear, who has damage. So they're pacing around, should get 1 to go this time around. Get them lined back up side by side, hopefully be able to make it farther than 20 feet out of turn 4. 12 car back on pit road again for his 4th pit stop. I think he's going for the record. And here they come lined up side by side. See if we can get a cleaner start here. So Hughes in the 9, bringing him down slowly through 3 and 4. Gets a good jump on the 1 car, just clears him before moving up. Now the 1 car is going to have to contend with trying to get around him, and we've seen the 9 will not give up the bottom in situations, so he's got no choice there, though. We look back here for 2nd through 5th, the 2 car trying to make some moves. 9 tried to duck in behind the 3. Probably doesn't want to let that 2 car by after getting spun. And now the 9 drops the anchor on entry and gets himself spun. And everyone piling in. The 9 car's upside down. That 1 fan is really excited. 9 continues on. Let's take a look at that. Not sure what the 9 was doing there. He turned in too much there, lost all momentum. I think he was trying to drop in behind the 2, just came almost to a complete stop. 4 got into him, and yeah. So he ends up on his lid, probably going to be coming into the pits. Nope, appears he is staying out. So yeah, a little lesson learned for the 9 there. Can't just stop and turn down when the rest of the field's coming. That's the 2nd time we've seen him get turned due to error in judgment, we'll call it. Now this one's starting to stretch out pretty long. Amazingly, people aren't pitting for damage. We've still got the 11 out there who has yet to pit, even after spinning from the lead. Looks like the 19 is also yet to pit, along with the 20. And they are pacing very slow away from the field. Closing in on halfway, and this one has been a bit rough. All right, lights should be coming out on the pace car. Field lining up side by side again as they come down the backstretch. Keep our eye on the 2 car. He's had a adventurous race so far. Gonna get a good start into that 2nd spot. Wright's gonna fall into 3rd. And behind them is Telder in the 14, O'Lear in the 4, Lord in the 7. Keep an eye on the 11 car here for a second. Looked like he got a little loose out of the corner. So ahead of him is Lambert in the 8. Up front, though, Ono is gone halfway to go. 14.023 to a 14.1 behind Medeiros and Wright. It looks like Wright might be a little quicker. Behind them, Telder kind of holding up the 4. O'Lear looking to get around, but might be having some issues with that damage. And gonna have some more issues as makes contact with the 14. And we've got another caution out. That was just an unfortunate, unneeded wreck there. Clearly a faster car, and is making the pass out of the corner, but looks like either the 14 stayed too low or the 4 came up a bit too much. So yet to get anything resembling the long run. So we're going to pace around for 4 more laps here. This race was going to be 20 minutes long if they went green the whole way. We're at 23 minutes right now and still looking like 10 minutes to go. And that's if they go green the rest of the way. So it's like one car getting the wave around. That might have been the 10 of Michael Morrison. We're down to 14 cars in this race. It looks like Sweeney, Beasley, and Druitt have called it quits. Counting out there, looks like we've got 4 cars. 4 cars that are clean. That would be Travis Wright. Right now has a clean car. The 7 of Keith Lord looks to have a clean car. I believe the 8 car is damage free. The 11 somehow is after spinning out in front of the field. And maybe the 6 is clean. tires coming around. Hopefully we'll get that one to go here. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to line them up side by side once again. This time the 2 is on the outside front row. He's going to be trying to get down in front of the 3, who looked faster on that last short little run. So we'll see what comes together here. 2 car completely jumps it. Doesn't pay the price for it, amazingly. But now he does, as he's lit the tires up, loses it out of the corner. And he's going to lose it again out of the corner and spins himself in front of the field. And it looks like he has had enough of himself and parked it. So, Medeiros out of the race now. 1 car doing what he needed to do. Change up the restarts. Obviously, the 2 was trying to get a jump. We'll go back and let's watch that one. We'll listen here. See if we can hear a gas getting hit early, or if he was just waiting on it. If he hit the gas and then stopped, then he's got some issues. Nope, he never went. That was all the 2 car, and leader did what he had to do. So, we keep eliminating them, and eventually we're going to get to an amount of cars where we can just go green, I hope. At least get a 10-lap run in. So, Ono, Wright, Lord, O'Lear, Lambert, Weber, who we really haven't talked about during green flag runs. Huber in the 11, not pitting, as well as the 19 has not pit. Teller in the 14s, 2 pit stops now, and a couple of crashes. Michael Morrison just getting himself back on the lead lap, and as well as Crockett is going to be back on the lead lap. 6 pit stops for the 12, going through tires like crazy. And behind him, the 9, Hughes, we've seen him have a few issues. So, going to be 34 to go when we get going green here. Going to line them back up side by side. Start out of the leader, and we're going to see if Lord can get to the inside of Wright as he disappears there for a second. That's never a good thing, but they go through cleanly, and we've got a wreck. It looks like it is the 11 car. Let's take a look and see what happened. Once again gets loose out of the corner, then drives up in front of the field. 9 car gets tagged straight head first into the wall, and Huber not having a great performance out there. I would suggest to him to come in and get some new tires. When you've self-spun on the start twice, maybe just maybe get some new rubber on there. And I'm not an advocate for pitting on short tracks. but I believe this guy needs to do so. So, quite a bit of damage after crawling up the wall. Luckily, no new damage model on these cars yet. 9 car coming back in for his 4th pit stop, as he has also had an adventure. He's gonna probably get a top 10 out of this. This field is just getting slaughtered right now. This tends to happen though in single splits. You just got a lot of different talent out there, and you got some people just making bad decisions too. This track is tough to get to the bottom and stay down low, but yeah, self-spinning on restarts, you know, that's something that you can control by knowing your place in the field. You don't have to get the greatest start in 10th. Now, my next race, I'll probably self-spin on a start, but yeah, y'all can make fun of me for that. So 11 car is going to get waved around. He got stuck behind the pace car once he got going. .12 car, just so you know, he has now made his 7th pit stop. I don't think he's put more than 10 laps on a set of tires. And we are under 30 to go, 28 to go. It'll be 27 when we get back to the line. Let's just do all 28. So Ono's got this one in the bag, unless something crazy happens. Early start, should spread the field out. Lord's going to try to get back under Wright, can't do so. So Wright has a shot at second. Lambert back here trying to get under O'Lear. That's the 8 and the 4. Just a bit down on the apron as the 4 kind of came down in the center of the corner there. And now Weber in the 6 is going to try to look on the outside of the 8. Can't get it done. So back up front, Wright actually running quicker laps right now than Ono. That time by once again quicker. We might have a fight on our hands for this win. Wright closing in just a little bit more that time by. Dead even on times. 23 to go. Little wiggle out of 4. Looking back at the 3rd spot, Keith Lord gets a little high up on track, loses a couple of spots, and then just gets a little bump on entry. He's trying to hang on to it right now. Not sure what's going wrong for him. Up front, now that gap's opening up, 2/10 difference in speed that last time, and another 1/10 and a half that time by. So 20 to go. Ono's looking like he's got this one in the bag. Back here, it looks like Telder's closing in now on the 6 of Weber. Weber doing a very, very strange line through 1 and 2. A lot harder entry, going low and then sliding up. Much different than the 7. And kind of losing that speed down the backstretch. It's going to be difficult to pass him for the 14. Back behind them, we've got a cluster of back markers. 16 having a bit of an issue. And this thing's tightening up for the 5th spot. We've got 3 cars on top of each other as Lord was pulling away and now having more issues. Can't get away, running up just a little bit higher. And another bump by the 6th car. He gets a bump himself. And that's going to allow Telder to go by. And Weber drops back to 8th place then. So, little bump and run he tried out of the corner. He probably didn't try it, just had a better exit. But then he had to check up, and that led to him getting the bump. Up front is closing in on the back of the field. We've got 11 to go. 2.5 second lead now. And this is where Ono could lose it. Getting through this lap traffic. Looks like the 16 holding the bottom line. Is he going to go low? Is he going to go high? He stays high and allows the leader to go by. Fifth place spot. Lord looks like he's got this one solid now as Telder's not closing in on him. And leader's actually coming up on that battle for, well, 8 now is where Weber is. 7 to go this time. Ono out to a 2.3 second lead. So quick little rundown as we're kicking off the laps. Ono, right. O'Lear in the 4. Lambert in the 8, having a great run. Lord in the 7. Telder in the 14. Hughes in the 9 with Weber closing in, and behind them is the leader Ono. So it's the battle for 7th going to check up the leader. 9's going to give that position. 6 slides up on exit of the corner as he does with his really extreme entry. 9's going to allow the leader to go by, and Ono should be able to clear the 6 here. He does, and that's going to bring us to 3 to go. So Telder is closed up now on Lord. Leader's closing up on them, and he's closing in on the end of this one as we're going to get the white flag this time around. White flag is out, and a battle for 6th and 5th just ahead of him. Flashing lights, checkered flag. Ono gets the win that he deserved. Let's watch this battle for 5th. Telder's not going to dive it in, and I don't even know what to say about that corner. Telder backed it off to get a good exit, and then Lord just parked it on the apex. So, Ono, right, O'Lear, Lambert, Lord, and Telder are your top 6. That one took a bit longer than it should have, but yeah, hopefully it was some entertainment for you. I think we've seen enough of these super late models here. Unless I see a split gonna happen, we might avoid watching this track with these cars for single splits. So, hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with a few more broadcasts and hopefully some new overlays.